Welcome to Falcon's Ledge. I'm Ostringer, and you are watching the hardware review for the VKB Gunfighter 200mm extension. I'm really excited to do this video because I had an absolute hell of a time getting it done. I had technical issues, video card issues, and then HMD issues. And finally, when I recorded all my footage for this over Christmas break, all of it had stuttering in it, and I had to delete all of the video and start over. Now, as I'm writing it, I've got the COVID again. So please excuse my voice. It just never seems to end. Alright, let's get down to it. This will be a fairly short review since the device itself is not particularly complex. But I think I'll start by talking about the reason behind using an extension in the first place. If I'm honest, I never really thought about getting one until recently when I decided to start flying helicopters in DCS to prepare for the ominous AH-64D Apache release, which I'm very excited about. I knew what the benefits of an extension should be, but I never really spent enough time messing with one to have a complete knowledge of it. So, what do I think about it now that I've spent nearly 2 months with one? For any center stick aircraft or any helicopter, it's awesome. I absolutely love it. On the other hand, I don't care for it when it comes to space sims or side stick aircraft like the F-16. You might ask yourself, why are extensions good to use? Well, the answer is fairly simple, and I'll give you an analogy. The reason that they're so nice is the same reason why your non-extended joystick is better than a gamepad joystick. It's all about throw. And it's also the same reason why keyboard and mouse is far superior of an aiming device in first-person shooters as a gamepad. It's simple. Your mouse can move further for the same amount of movement as the gamepad joystick, thus giving you more precision. An extended joystick has a greater range of movement than a non-extended one, so, in the same token, it provides more precision. Usually, if I'm using a short stick, I use curves to create more precision in the center of the stick's throw. This has a similar effect also. There are planes whose flight control system is designed for shorter throw or no throw at all, which in DCS terms is really the same thing, like the F-16. With the extension on aircraft like the F-18, Huey, Black Shark, and Hind, I don't use any curves because I don't need them. So let's talk about the device. Hardware-wise, it's simply a shaft of metal that is curved, with connectors on either end to connect the stick and the gunfighter base to it. The finish on the extension is semi-flat black, and the paint seems to be pretty rugged. I've bashed it around my office during construction, so it's held up really well. Physically, this thing is a solid piece that matches the solid build quality of the VKB devices that it interfaces with. Assembling the extension and the stick is fairly simple. This would probably be where my only real gripe would be. You need tools to install it. I would have really liked this to be a tool-free affair. You loosen the screw on the stick, remove the grip, and attach the grip to the extension. After installing these little retainers, you install the extension and the stick to the gimbal. This part is important. You can actually change the angle that the stick is oriented, and I adjust mine all the way to the left for comfort. After the bolts are tightened, you're ready to go. I did not have to recalibrate when installing or uninstalling the extension. Alright, so let's see some flying. I purchased this extension to fly helicopters, so we'll start with the DCS Huey. This is a Vietnam-era helicopter that does not have autopilot modes. It's all hands-on. This is a great test for using this extension. Constant adjustment is required, known as stirring the pot. After a little while, this is a natural movement that you do without thinking specifically about it. I've messed around a bit without the extension, and it's amazing how much the extension smooths out the movement in a helicopter. The precision on the stick makes lining up shots a lot easier than without the extension for sure. Oh yeah, have some Bert! What would a review be without looking at the air-to-air refueling?
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact.
The precision added by the extension has exactly the effect I'd expect, and that is cutting down on the oscillation, making it easy to make those small adjustments, and it really made the whole experience easier overall. This is me doing it without a lot of practice in the last few months. And believe me, air-to-air refueling is a perishable skill. So I always try to do several pros and cons, but for this, there's really just one big pro and one minor con. The pro is that this extension is made of quality materials, and it seems extremely solid and well made. As for the con, I'm a person that likes to fly planes and helos that are great with extensions, and then I also like to play space sims or fly the Viper or any other manner of thing which I don't use extensions on. So I really wish that the whole business of removing the extension or adding it back in could be performed without tools. I might actually come up with some type of solution where I 3D print a knob for these screws. We'll see how that goes. The bottom line is that if you like flying the F-18, 14, 15, helicopters, warbirds, or anything else that uses a center stick or an extended stick, you'll benefit from having one. I have really enjoyed my time flying with one, and plan to continue to do so in the foreseeable future, and I recommend that if you fly any of those aircraft, that you also get one. You won't regret it. I hope that you've enjoyed this somewhat short interview of the VKB Gunfighter 200mm extension. I sure enjoyed making it for you, regardless of the difficulties. I've got a bunch of great reviews coming, including the Winwing Orion Throttle, which will be next, the MonsterTech desk mounts, and a 3D printed angled adapter for the VKB Gladiator NXT. Please subscribe and share my videos. I've absolutely loved seeing some people sharing the videos in an effort to help others to determine what hardware they get. That's really why I made this channel, and it really warms my heart. Please comment in the comment section down below. I really do read every single one, and I love reading your opinions and thoughts. Thank you all, and have a great day.